What's up, beautiful people? It's your baby, your girl again, Andrea Boss Queen. You're welcome to Queen Bee Vlog. So guys, if this is your first time to stumble on our YouTube channel, hey, grab a seat and do enjoy yourself. Let me tell you what we do on Queen Bee Vlog. We bring untrending stories on social media and we vlog about our housemaid work in Kuwait. So guys, for the past weeks I've just been roaming over social media, the untrending Kayamanta, blah blah blah. So today I'm here to give my own point of view, then I'm going to relate it to what just happened few days ago of a young lady like taking her life, taking the lives of her 2 children because of a man. Okay, so guys, you're welcome once more on Queen Bee Vlog. So how are we going to start this? Okay, let's start with the Kayamanta. It's been weeks, or for the past weeks we have been hearing about Kayamanta, audios up and down on media, how ladies do take this to like have men all to themselves, like having men under their control. If you guys do remember, I made a video one time and I was talking about this Kayamanta. I was saying that if really a man is your own, will you even need to go and take something like they say they want to enjoy intimacy? That was even what I was thinking. But in the other way around, it's deeper than we thought. Some of them take it to for a man to be under their control. Whatever he say, whatever they say the man will do, blah blah blah, is more like a charm. I don't know. So guys, that is what has been going on, and I asked myself, what has made us ladies to be this like desperate, or like go to any length just to keep a man? I believe if a man is your own, you wouldn't have such mind, such things to tie him down. And to me, what I see all about this thing is materialistic. Yes, it's just ladies who are materialistic. That is why they do all these things, because they want to be in competition. They want to hold the latest handbag. They want to hold the latest phone without any work. Yeah, they don't work. That's my problem. Cameroonian ladies, more especially, they don't work. Their own is to put data, come on Facebook, move from one page to another, waiting for giveaway and beg and beg and beg. And I ask myself, how long are they going to be doing this? Most of Cameroonian young ladies, they do it. How long are you going to do this? How long are you going to be begging? And what made me angry is because when put up a post, like I follow Eswa Dillis, young mama, when she make a post that somebody is looking for a maid or is looking for somebody to work, and she put maybe they are paying 30,000, they are paying 40,000, you will see those ladies who move from one platform to the others, begging, waiting for giveaways, start shouting, hey, the money is small, oh, the money is this. Let me tell you guys something. Life starts from somewhere. Every successful person has a bitter story. If people don't open their mouth to tell you, know that in fact there is no success without a story behind it. Any success that does not have any difficult story about it, then that success is questionable. Before I came to Kuwait, I have worked in Yaoundé for 18,000 francs 2017 as a maid. 18,000 francs. Why are we like this? People will see 30,000, they will start complaining, oh, the money is small, oh, they prefer not to. Why not start with that money and put it together and start something for yourself. No, they want a job that they'll start paying them hundreds of thousands, and this, they don't work, they just idle. That is why it will push you, you will push them to like go out there to have all means, to have somebody that will be giving them that money, to be meeting up to their desperate life, to meet up with their high life. Growing up around my neighborhood, the only my friends, my peers, they call me, they say I always make like a big woman, that you another kind of thing. No, say I been to your own families on grandma. I mean, yes, that's me. I don't need to compete with anybody. I'm in competition with myself. My friends, they know, they can come and testify. I don't compete. I buy things when I want to buy and when I have the money, not because my friend has bought this. I must. That's not my life, and I'm so happy for that lifestyle, because it wouldn't make me to go and do such certain things because I want to be like my friend. And I always remember an advice my neighbor gave me. I had my friend who were like this. Anywhere you see her, you must see me. She was that type that anything that comes out of fashion, she must wear it. But me, people were like, you're working with this lady, but you are always different. And one of our neighbor called me one, he said that, Bintu, I admire you so much. Look at your friend. If you were other ladies, you would try not to be like her. I said, no, that's not me. I know my background. I know where I'm coming from. She has her parents. She have her mother. She have her father, brothers and sisters. I don't have anybody. Why should I be competing? If she fall down today that she's sick, her family will put hands together and bring her up. If I fall sick, who will take care for me? I'm the one to take care of my grandmother, not the other way around. So guys, I'm saying that this one, I don't know why most ladies are using this Kayamata, is because they want to belong. They don't have a job. Or go to Facebook, and one day one lady posted, she posted in Yad Mama, and she was saying that they should help her with money. God, I don't know where I've kept that post. I screenshot the post. She hide the ID. She was like, they should help her with money. She want to settle a debt, or even the person should give her 50,000 in advance. Let her settle the debt, then she will start working. That she has been waiting for giveaway. Just imagine. It means maybe you go and borrow from somewhere and you're waiting for giveaway on social media to go and pay your debt. Hi God, Cameroonian ladies, they are just so unbelievable. And when they see us working maid, or when they post about maid in Arab countries, only those people who don't even have anything, their only thing they have is their phone and their show dresses that they parade themselves up and down in the street. They don't even have anything to show for. They'll start saying, oh, and bad luck, slavery, this. Yes, maids are working the slavery. And in years to come, you will see them. They will show you that slavery is good than freeing around and begging on social media. So guys, that is my own view, that what is making our ladies to be using charms, or what they call Kayamata, on men is because they don't want to work. They minimize work. They just want high-class job. Some of them are lazy. So to me, in my own view, I would prefer that these our social media celebrities who do giveaway all the time, I think for me they should limit it for some time. Yeah, they should limit it so that ladies will wake up and work. They should work. Not that somebody will just come, we should shoptilize this person for, especially Mama Talaku, let's shoptilize somebody today to go and do the hair. What are you teaching our youth? Giving is good. Giving is something I love so much. My friend can testify. Giving is, in fact, when you give, the heavens rejoice. Giving is so important. Yeah, God said we should give to the less privileged. But when you're giving, teach the person how to work. Don't teach the person how to only eat. Don't only teach the person to eat fish. Teach a person how to catch fish. This is making most of our Cameroonian ladies to be so lazy. Yeah. That's, by the way, I will connect this Kayamata now to this. Let me talk this one first, then I will try to tell you people what I think. This happened in Bamenda. I think a few days ago, a lady named Hilda, age 26 years. She has 4 kids. She's living with 6 kids. That is, she has 4 and 2 is her sister's own. I don't know what transpired, that she had a lover online, a Facebook lover, and the lover decided that he will not marry her again because she's having 4 kids, and this lady decided to go and take the lives of 2 of her kids. Yeah, she went and she killed 2 of her kids. She took the life of 2 of her kids because a man said he wouldn't marry her because she's a baby mama or she's a mother of 4. And I asked myself, what could push somebody? We all know that mother love is so priceless. I don't see any love that can be compared to a mother love. After the love of God, mother love in fact, the love is priceless. So I asked myself, why would a young lady of that age do such thing? And so many questions came into my mind. So many things were bothering me. I was like, what is this world turning into? Is it because of marriage? Is it because of what? I don't know. First, in my own view, the society is also an influence. If you see young people doing such things, the society is an influence. Yes, we all know the Bible says we are all sinners, we have sinned and fall short of the glory. Yeah, when you go to Facebook, you see how people bash single mothers. You think they are like, I don't know, they are outcasts and they don't have blood running in their veins. Let me tell you guys something. If you aren't a virgin or you didn't marry a virgin, don't bash a single mother, because the same act of fornication that you did, that is what the single mom or the baby mama did before bringing forth that child. Why then do people see single mother as the highest crime? I don't know, because even motivational speaker, instead of you guys to like preach no fornication, abstinence, they will just stand on the fact that, oh, baby mama, they have done this and they have done that. I don't know why. Not everybody has. Some ladies, I don't know, they feel bad when they are being bashed like that, how they are single mother, they are that. But some of us, we don't have time, because our children or our children really gives us joy. I, for one, nobody can intimidate me and tell me that, oh, you are a single mother, blah, blah, blah. I believe society should reduce the way they treat single mom in the society. And I always ask myself, why do they treat single mom differently and then single dad differently? The guy also, if you see the way they treat a guy that has a child out of wedlock and a lady that has a child out of wedlock, you just know that people, I don't know how the society is looking at all these things. So for me, that's one of the reasons I see, because that lady now is the societal influence, because it's one of the influence that has made her to see, because I'm sure around her people have been insulting her. Oh, you have 4 children, oh, nobody will marry you. Then later maybe she found love and she thought, oh, maybe I'll overcome this insult from people who say I wouldn't get married, and when the man find out that, oh, I cannot marry you because of the children. For me, I'm not supporting killing. No, I can never support killing. But I'm just saying that society should limit the way they address single mother. Not all single mother are whore. You don't know their story. You don't know. Some of us, if we come and tell you our story, why we bring forth a child, you instead say, oh, maybe you have a good reason. But like I said, there is no justification for fornication. Yeah, I will not stand one day and say I'm proud because I fornicated. I'm proud of the child I brought forth, but the act of fornication I'm not proud of. A motivational speaker will come and tell us, oh, when life knock you down, wake up on your back and pick the pieces of your life and move on. And when single mothers are proud of their children, they are proud of their kids, they are saying, oh, I'm a proud baby mama, as some people like to call themselves. I'm a proud single mom. They are happy that they can take care of their child. They are happy that they can take care of their children. You still see the same motivational speaker, they come and bash the single mother. Oh, single mother is not what you should be proud of. Oh, I get confused. And finally, I'm saying that do what will give glory unto God. That is the only man you can please in this world. If your action pleases God, my sister, my brother, go on, because you can never please human. Never in this life you will ever please a human being. Yes, single mothers, they are not proud of the act. of fornication, but they are proud of the child or the children they have brought forth because it is a blessing from God. You don't want them to be proud. You don't want them to be depressed because they are single mothers. Then what then do you want them to do? So to me, society should readdress this issue. They should not dwell mostly on the single mother. They have already given birth. Instead, we should be talking to our junior ones who are behind, that fornication is not good. Abstinence, we should teach them the Bible. They should know that fornication is bad, so that they will not do the same error the single mothers have done. Not that you people will only sit on single mothers day in, day out, day in, day out. Yeah, so that is my own view for the society side. I go now to the men. Yeah, a man will approach you. You tell him you have a child, and the man say, okay, I'm okay with it. Then later you say, because you have a child, I will not marry you. And I ask myself, didn't you see a single lady to go for her? A lady that does not have a child. Why would you go in for a lady who have a child? And you say, I don't want a lady. Then you see, there are certain posts when I see on Facebook, I just smile and pass. Before a man go to a lady, the lady will tell her, I have a child. It is a man's decision to say, oh, I'm going for this lady, whether she has children or what, I'm going for her. If you are that man that you cannot go for single mom, baby mamas, stay aside. You don't need to pop nose to people's things. You don't need to be saying, oh, any man that is getting married to a single mom does not have sense or blah blah blah. Your life, your destiny is different from another person's own. You cannot take your destiny or what you like to compare with another person. It's really funny the way we handle this thing. So to this lady, maybe I think men are also at fault. This lady that I've talked about that lady, so I'm just trying to bring some point. Yeah, I've talked about the society as an influence to this situation. I'm talking about men and us, the baby mamas, or us, the ladies who have children before marriage. I want to tell you that marriage is a divine institution instituted by God. So if you have to stain your hand with blood, if you have to do things that does not give God the glory because you want to get married, my dear, my brother, my sister, that marriage is not worthy. God has already I've seen single mother with 4 children getting married, happily married, and single who don't even have even one child, they are not married. So why in the haste? Why the desperation? Because from all indication, this lady is desperate. She wants to get married by all means because of the society. Oh, your friends are getting married. Oh, you are only for born for house. See your friend don't married. Again, see it for a mass. I don't born this speaking. You don't only born for house. All that thing making her to be desperate. Ladies, calm down for Jesus. Be a radical for Jesus, and your life will change. When I see things like this, I don't know why people, I don't know, but I believe nobody can, not everyone can be like me. But the way I take my life, I just believe that everything or nothing, everything in your life happened for a reason. And God, in every dark situation, God will bring out something that you must learn out of it. If you are a baby mama of 4 children, if you are a baby mama of 3 children, if you're a baby mama of 10 children, the best place, the best person to turn to is Jesus Christ. And I believe He will turn your story around. He will make you to be the top of the town. Your wedding, in fact, you married a God-fearing somebody that will take care of that child, those children that you brought forth before marriage. Don't be desperate. If anything that God wants to give you, God's blessing need patience. If you find yourself in a situation that you are in a haste, know that it's not from God. Be patient, my ladies. Be patient. Be patient, and God will bless you abundantly. Okay, guys, the last topic I want to talk is this hypocrisy I'm seeing on social media, and I'll use a particular incident to pinpoint this. A few days ago, Daily's Matchup, she posted that a lady in Kumba died. Blessing by name, may her soul rest in peace. She died this is a time of Kayamanta, that she was struggling to remove Kayamanta from her body, or the bike rider to try to help, and she slumped and died. I went to that page, I follow her, I read the story, and I was like, this story is not clear. She tried to remove the Kayamanta bike rider. That is the way I commented, and a friend of mine came and laughed, said, oh, Bintu, you are very funny. I said, yes, because the story is not clear. She tried to remove the Kayamanta. Then I went through the comment section. People were already condemning her, judging her. They don't even know her from anywhere, from Adams. They don't know that lady. Just because they posted that she was trying to remove Kayamanta and she died. You needed to see the comments people were giving. Oh God, that screenshot, I couldn't find it. You needed to see the comments people were pouring out. And few minutes or like 1 hour later, Daily's Matchup posted and said, oh, she is sorry that the post she made, the lady didn't die out because of Kayamanta. She had heart problem. Same people who were insulting that lady, because I screenshotted some of the comments, then I went back to the apology that Daily's Matchup made. If you see the comment, the people that were insulting and cursing that lady, if you see the comment that they were doing again under that apology one, you will know that this world is full of hypocrisy. Don't follow the comments on Facebook, please, my brothers and sisters. Don't follow the things people do. Don't live your life to please people, because as it stands, you cannot please anybody in this world. That's a simple truth. You can't please anyone. You can't. No matter how you try, you can never, ever please anyone in this life. So I always tell my friends and people around me, anything happen in your life, God has a purpose for it. If you give birth before marriage, God, before it happened, before you even, because even the Bible says, before I form you in your mother womb, I already know what you become. Even before you even think of doing something, God already know that that thing will happen in your life. So I'll advise us, the young ladies, the youths, that we should focus more on Jesus Christ. You cannot please human being, never. That is the simple truth. No matter how you try, your good money can be a poison to somebody. Your good money can be an encouragement to somebody. But at the tail end, anything you do in this life, let it give glory unto God. If your ways is pleasing unto God, even it is not pleasing to your mother, it's not pleasing to your father, go ahead. If you know you're doing the right thing and your conscience is okay, do it. And to all my baby mamas, to all the single women who are having children before marriage, don't give up. If you are, just abstain from the sin of fornication. Abstain, go back to God, cry unto mercy, cry for his mercy, and he will change your life. We should not follow everything we see on social media. Nobody will come on social media and post their failure. Nobody will say, oh, this happened to me. They might post, but not everybody will post. Please be guided. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you also so much. It's your baby, your girl again, Android House Girl, Android Boss Queen, Android Evangelist. I love you guys so very much. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the red notification bell, so that anytime I upload any new video, guys, you'll be the first to get notification. Stay blessed, guys. Shalom.